Listen, Matt, thank you for coming.
Oh, my pleasure.
It's an unofficial Kanapa program.
There's one Kanapa.
There's one Kanapa in the
right
world.
Here. Two-tie.
Yes. Listen, well, while I have you here, you seem to be a good commentator of politics in Poland and
You think?
America. Yeah, I think so. I mean, people listen to you.
A lot of people hate
I'm
me.
surprised, but they do.
Nobody's as surprised as I am. Actually, you know who the most surprised is? My mother.
Your mom?
Yeah, she's like, who wants
She
to
likes,
listen to you?
She likes the way you work right now?
She's entertained. She
Good.
thinks it's pretty funny. She thinks my father would be pretty entertained if he could be watching this, if he is watching this.
I think in the spirit he's somewhere
I think so too.
looking over you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to the point. You know, I want you to...
The punkt.
The punkt, yes. You know, living in the United States, I'm pretty much pissed off looking at the American media portraying Poland as a new dictatorship. I mean,
Oh, you didn't hear there was a coup?
Yeah.
Fareed Zakaria said there was a coup in Poland.
Yeah.
A coup with the largest
They're
popular
gonna
vote in 25
overthrow
years.
the democratic establishment right now with what's going on. And the American media is speaking up. Who's working for them?
Who's working for the American media?
Yeah, what's going on?
Well, I don't know if you read my piece a few days ago in Vaprost. Sorry, it's not Novogenic this time, but we had Novogenic as well. In Vaprost, I pointed out that Jackson Deal's piece in the Washington Post that set the stage for all this really shitty coverage, that smells like an apple, like a rotten apple.
Rotten apple?
A rotten apple, Applebaum.
Oh, okay. That's
Got all the fingerprints.
So it's
in the
gone-
piece, I mentioned that she is metaphorically quite similar to Osama bin Laden. She might not have her fingerprints on it.
That's
but
a strong accusation.
It is. Well,
In America.
Well, you know, it's...
We got the freedom of speech, though.
We have freedom of speech, exactly. And you know what? It might not even be Osama bin Laden now. Maybe it's ISIS. Maybe she's just radicalizing and catalyzing.
I
She's
think you're
teaching.
going too far.
You think?
I think you're going too far.
Well, metaphors. Metaphors are very powerful. They can communicate a lot of subtlety and
Metaphorically,
nuance.
okay.
Metaphorically, of course not. She hasn't
Okay,
done
but
anything that bad,
in whose?
I guess.
Okay, let me go to the point. In whose interest it is to portray Poland the way it is portrayed in American media right now?
Those who lost.
But
They
in,
have
in America, in whose interest?
Well,
in
they're still
America?
look. Hey, in America, there's nobody's interest. The left doesn't care about Poland, and the right will care about Poland when they retake the White House next year, and that's why it's very good that they have a strong ally.
So you think
in the current Polish government?
You think the left from Poland have such a reach to make Americans think the way they want to think?
I think that this is their last weapon. This is the last damage they can do, and it further proves something that I've always said about the left in Poland and PO the last 8 years. They are concerned with their own self-interest. They're not concerned with Poland. I always like to suggest the analogy that they would take 1 billion zloty out of the treasury and set it on fire if they could take a quick 1,000 zloty out for themselves. And this is the same sort of scorched earth policy. They will destroy Poland's reputation in the views of the globalists and those who Poland has to do business with just to gratify themselves and say, see, I told you so. And it is a self-fulfilling prophecy that it's 100% false. Thankfully, we have the internet and we can fight it with free speech and free press and point out the truth, like I've been trying to do the last few weeks with all this really, really ridiculous press.
So, closing statement. In some, wicked way, we can admire the way they act, because to have such a reach, to reach the American public, the opinion.
They've had an advantage being here for a long time. You've got people who are very connected to this sphere, like Sikorsky, who apparently is going to be teaching and lecturing in Cambridge, Massachusetts, going forward. I can't wait to see him there. It's going to be a lot tougher for him to keep me out of a Harvard symposium than it is in Poland.
You're going to ask questions, I know that.
Oh, Q&As. That's a beautiful thing. That's open discourse. That's when you need to pounce.
Okay, I think we're hitting the 4 minutes and 30 seconds, and this is just about how much.
Oh, you did a
can
study
handle.
on this. Okay.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
So let's say there is no revolution in Poland. I think Poland.
No, there is a
good.
revolution. It's an honest democratic revolution of people who are so pissed at having their pockets picked. For so long, they revolted, and they put in a new government totally diametrically opposed to the last
Let
one.
me rephrase it. Democracy is not dead in Poland.
Democracy is alive and well. Democracy is doing great in Poland, much better than anywhere else in Europe. A free people came and they changed a government that wasn't representing their interests. I have never been more bullish Poland than I am right now.
And if you take a look at the events today, on Saturday, with the protests going through the Warsaw.
People got to go to the streets and complain.
Yeah,
what a great democracy Poland has.
No, nobody chased them away, so I guess
No,
democracy works.
it'd be a lot tougher to get a permit in New York or Chicago these days.
All right. So good luck, Poland.
Kocham Polska.
How was the famous ending? Good luck and good night.
Yeah, well, he was a leftist, so don't quote him.
All right. Peace.